And good morning, people. Welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. Last time, Kamashiro's heart was saved. Well, was changed. Shiho has woke up. She's going to have to move school, but that's not really a surprise considering what has happened, and Ann is fully behind her on that decision. And technically, to be honest, so am I. You don't want your school life to be a bad place. But also, we're in the clear. We are not going to be expelled. We usually is in the same boat, and well, we're going to go and celebrate our success because things have turned out extremely well for us. But that's tomorrow. Tonight, we're going to celebrate it in a slightly different way. We're going to make some coffee.
Wow.
Brewing coffee will cause time to pass, and you make a special coffee that restores SP. Useful for exploring palaces.
Hey.
I don't think it's a sort of spoiler to say that Kamishiro isn't the only palace we're going to be exploring. Yeah, so Jiro's going to show us how beans are different later.
Whoa.
Yes. All right.
Well, it won't heal wounds, but it will heal our SP, which is just as good. And whenever we make some coffee, we get a bit of charm. That's not all though. He can tell just by the taste. He knows what type of beans we used.
Let me explain.
Jamaican Blue Mountain today. And he's saying practice a bit more. Sure, it's not too bad, but Sojiro is a perfectionist. He prides himself on serving the best, and if we're going to work for him, he wants us doing the same. We also get a bit of confidant progress with him as well.
Nice.
So that's just the first time we've done it. We're likely going to make it a couple more times in the future. Charm is a good stat after all. Heck, all of them are good stats. May 5th, the day of the celebration. Fancy.
So good.
No wonder Lady Ann chose this place.
Of course it's good. This is a famous hotel after all. Oh yeah, I heard that the police are coming to interview some people at school.
That's troublesome.
Our names are gonna come up for sure. People are spreading all sorts of rumors about us in Kamoshida. But we got him pumped up. I keep hearing stuff like the Phantom Thieves really stole his heart. I think most people don't believe it, but some of them actually seem grateful. Look at this.
The Phantom Aficionado website? Well done, Phantom Thieves. Now I can keep going too. Thank you for giving us hope.
Pretty cool, huh?
I was just desperate to deal with my own problems, but seeing people saying all this feels strange.
Yeah. Hey, what do we do now?
Well, celebration. Eating sounds good.
Well, of course I'm gonna eat, but...
This place has a time limit!
Oh crap! We only got an hour to eat!
Just 50 minutes left.
I'm not gonna finish all the beef dishes at this pace.
I need to eat my way through the entire dessert menu!
Look after our stuff. We'll snag something for you guys too, don't worry.
Oh man, God melts in my mouth.
Seriously? Only meat?
Now, where should I start?
And she's all about the cake.
So happy!
Hey, calories.
Shut up! How much do you think one of these costs? I'll never get the chance to do this again! The Wilton Hotel Cake Buffet! I'd heard rumors, but I never thought it'd be so amazing!
And where's our share?
I didn't really know what you'd want, so I just grabbed you some beans.
Beans?
There were some pretty bizarre things there too, so we got you a variety of those. Fried bananas, preserved eggs, and some kind of beans.
More beans?
We put so much on the plate that it got all mixed up. But it should probably still taste good.
This is just plain grotesque. Let's go. These two just don't know what fine dining means. We'll show them.
What do you know about fine dining?
Don't worry about the details. You guys watch our things while we're gone. Wait patiently for our return.
Oh, it's like a meaty explosion in my mouth.
Oh, this part's cream cheese!
They're not even listening. As I'd expect from the buffet at a top-class hotel, the ingredients and variety of dishes are crazy good. There's a reason it costs 8,000 yen. They have a lot here, but fish should come first. Let's fill our plate with all sorts of fish. Which table do you think they're at?
Why am I not surprised? And yeah, 8,000 yen per person. We got 30,000 yen for that medal. We're spending 24,000 of it. Yeah. I think they're in their own little worlds at the moment. So let's go looking for the fish table. That's the rice dishes, that's the meat dishes, that's obviously the dessert table. So yep, there's the fish. And I believe we've got the salad as well over here. I don't actually think you do anything with the salad table. I think it's all with the other tables.
Ooh, look! There's the fish! I'd prefer it raw, but grilled is great too.
Have you heard, my dear? The news about that Kamoshida fellow was absolutely dreadful. Oh, right. That teacher at Shujin Academy, caught doing such indecent acts. Shameful, really.
Hold on a sec.
And they still haven't managed to solve those horrible psychotic breakdown episodes, have they? Oh, I wish they wouldn't let themselves be distracted by such a tawdry scandal. Perhaps it's a sign of how peaceful this country is. I honestly pity those poor Shujin students, though.
It sounds like the Kamoshida incident is the talk of the town. Shoot, they noticed you. Just grab some food and act natural. On the plus side, we'll get to eat the food later.
How did a child like this end up in here? I certainly hope you didn't bring friends. I prefer my meals to remain hooligan-free. Thank you very much. Come, let us go.
What's so bad about kids coming to enjoy a buffet? I wonder how the other people here are reacting to the news. Let's get some more food and listen in. Maybe there are more people we can eavesdrop on at other tables.
And well, to answer that question, there are. And yeah, rice dishes, meat dishes, dessert, but salad?
I wonder how the other people here are reacting to the news.
Salad gets sort of put to the side. Might say it's a side dish.
Rice is incredible! It's the cornerstone of every great meal! Sorry, I got a bit carried away there.
So the ratings for the news were really that good? It was because it was about that teacher who sexually harassed his student, huh? Was it Kamoshida?
It's all about how you frame it. You've got to cater to the idiotic public. Ratings go up when you show them crude, sensational news and make it easy for them to understand.
How can he be so insensitive? A student almost killed herself because of that Kamoshida.
By the way, do you think these sudden changes of heart might be real?
Well, that's...
Quick, grab some food! Oh, and don't forget the crispy bits.
So, because he had a sudden change of heart, he just confessed to all his crimes?
Who knows? Sorry, but it's time. I have to go. I'll call you again after the meeting.
A sudden change of heart, huh? I suppose I can't blame him for seeing it that way. I wonder how the other people here are reacting to the news. Let's get some more food and listen in.
So, we've got some fish, we've got some rice. Let's get some meat as well. Yeah, you can't just listen in like this, because eavesdropping. We've got to just, if I can get to it, meat dishes.
Meat! I'm no Ryuji, but a meal is just not the same if you don't have any. I got distracted.
When you really look at it, he's just an ex-athlete who overestimated himself. He should have just accepted his lot in life and quietly done his job as a teacher.
It's not even an incident we can take seriously. The whole story is pretty ridiculous. We should probably look into it. But we can also just let the low-ranking scrubs handle it.
Look into? I guess they're investigating Kamoshida? They don't sound very enthusiastic about it, though. Yeah, grab some food! Get the part that's not too fatty.
He's gonna be arriving soon. We don't want to keep him waiting, so we better get going too.
What is he going to discuss with the higher-ups? Well, I'm sure it's more important than lunch.
They were dressed quite well, but they still looked pretty shady to me. I wonder how the other people here are reacting to the news. Let's get some more food and listen in.
So all we've got, our plates filling up quite nicely, is to get some dessert. Definitely a tower.
Oh, up close it looks even bigger and more delicious. This giant sweet... I got distracted.
News travels quick. It's already all over the internet. You know, the story about how Kamoshida got his ass kicked by some world-reforming heroes.
It doesn't sound like a serious story to me. Some of the details are pretty far-fetched.
Don't worry about it. We just have to do what they tell us to do. It's all rumors made up by school kids anyway. If it's gripping news, who cares if it's not true?
So they don't believe themselves. But they're making up stories to make the Phantom Thieves seem real. And they're doing this in front of the actual Phantom Thieves.
Hmm?
Whoa, sure it's got a lot of whipped cream.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I thought some weird kid was looking at us, that's all. Why don't we go? It's almost time for the meeting.
Well, that was rude. Did you hear him? He said you were weird. Don't think there's anyone else we can listen in on, but it's shocking. So many of the adults here don't seem like nice people. Now, according to what we heard, it seems most adults aren't very interested in the news about Kamoshida. Well, now that we've got a nice variety of food on our plates, let's head back to the others.
You brought a ton back. What do you think about coming up against such ritzy food?
Should we emulate her? Nah. Yeah.
It's cute hearing that from someone like you. Just don't get too excited. Got it?
You're the last person I want giving advice about that, Ryuji.
Don't you think you're eating too much, Mona?
There's no knowing when we'll get to come here again.
Sure, but you guys brought back loads of food. It'd be a shame to let it all go to waste. Why don't you help them out, Ryuji?
Oh, we should both help.
Oh, me? I'm way too stuffed. I couldn't possibly help.
Yeah, stuffing your face with cake. Whatever, let's deal with this ourselves.
I think we got too much.
There's still more?
Don't give up. Let's keep at it.
We did it.
Oh yeah. This is a victory for all of us.
That was done in an hour. Pretty impressive. Tough though.
We won because we did it together.
Good job, you guys. How about one last dish to cleanse your palates? I recommend the seasonal tart. The grapefruit has both alluring sweetness and a tangy sourness.
Stop. I don't want to hear about sour stuff. This isn't good. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, me too. Please, carry me gently.
My, look at that table.
Come now, pay them no attention. I'm sure they must not normally have the chance to eat such exquisite food.
I can only imagine what their parents must be like.
What was that? We don't got time for that. Come on, let's go.
I'm stuffed.
I totally panicked when I saw the closed for cleaning sign at the bathrooms.
You were talking big about eating until you puked, but you really did puke. Are you some kind of moron?
Hey, same goes for you. What floor was that restaurant on?
We came up to get here, so it has to be on a lower floor, right?
What the?
There's still no update on the case.
Not yet. Excuse me, but why are you so involved? It's not something you should be concerned with.
I don't care about your opinion, you incompetent buffoon. When I say pick up the pace, you do it.
Hey, you're cutting in line.
What do you want?
We were here first.
We're in a hurry.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare?
What?
Sir, we don't have time for this.
I know. Don't bother with them.
Shouldn't we head back down?
Yeah, but... That dick really pissed me off. He wasn't even hiding the fact that he looks down on everyone.
Don't lose your temper over this.
I just can't forgive shitty adults like that.
Seems like something is spurring on some memories.
What's wrong?
Just a bit lightheaded.
You not feeling good?
He almost never eats well after all. Plus, I'm always stuck eating canned cat food.
Yeah, that Sir bullshit makes me sick. Damn it!
What took you so long?
Are you all pissy?
Sorry. I had a run-in with some woman a second ago. She bumped into me, but then said it was all my fault when she dropped her plate.
Sounds like a real bitch.
Yeah. Thanks, though. But the restaurant workers all looked at me with this disapproving expression. I wonder if we're out of place here.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Hey, Morgana.
What is it?
Anyone could have a palace, yeah?
Anyone with a strong, distorted desire.
Same for them having to change a heart if their treasure gets stolen?
That would be the case.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden?
We had trouble earlier, too. These selfish shitheads who just look down on everyone else. I was just wondering if we'd be able to change those kinds of people, too.
You mean, you want to continue as the Phantom Thieves?
I've been thinking. We put a lot of work into changing Kamoshida's heart, but nobody believes in the Phantom Thieves. Plus, those guys who had no other choice but to just deal with it are thanking us. Us, of all people!
It was pretty unexpected.
I agree. If we ignore people who are in trouble, I'd go back to being the same as I was before.
Well, that's true. You're under my tutelage. There's nothing we can't accomplish as Phantom Thieves.
Shouldn't we be able to help him out?
Seems like a good time to do.
But that means we'll have to fight shadows again, doesn't it?
Indeed. That can't be avoided.
I'm sure we'll manage. Right?
We've been successful this time. Doesn't mean we're going to be successful in the future. But really, if we don't try, who knows what could happen? And if it affects us directly, yeah, let's help some people.
Even if you guys are still just fledglings, this means we're an actual organization now.
Fledglings? That's actually pretty fitting for us.
Alright, it's settled. We're gonna catch all these shitty adults by surprise and make ourselves known to the world.
Are you okay being our leader?
Wait. Why are you putting it all on me?
No objections here? I can't handle all that responsibility stuff.
Where's my say in this? But Lady An made the recommendation, so I'll allow it.
Well, should we decide on a name for our group? I just went with Phantom Thieves of Hearts last time, but don't you think a real name would be cooler?
Ooh, I've got it. I want it to be something both cute and luxurious sounding. Let me see. How about the Diamonds?
I'm getting the real Little League Baseball feel from it.
Well then, Here's my suggestion. How about Tilefish Poêlée?
What?
That's what I ate earlier. It's commemorative, no?
Oh no, you idiot! You decide for us.
Your team name may be seen by others when using network services. Don't put any of your personal information. Be safe. And don't use anything offensive. The Phantoms is the default. I've got something a little different. We're sort of operating from the shadows, aren't we? And the tarot, or the arcanas, are our main source of power. So the dark arcana.
Huh. That's not bad at all.
A good name. For a rookie.
We going with that?
If it's okay.
Well, now that the name's set, who's our next target?
There are tons of rotten adults and all. Why not just stick to targeting big names?
Maybe a celebrity.
Yeah, something along those lines. If we go after some bigwig, it's gotta get on the news, right? Don't you think more people would believe in us if we did that?
That's not a bad idea. For you, Ryuji.
True. If we become better known, we might be able to give courage to a lot more people. I don't really like the idea of just picking someone out of the blue, though.
Let's narrow it down to someone we can all agree on then.
So we need a big wig we decide on unanimously.
I like that unanimous decision part. It's like we're making some kind of pact.
Now then, this is the official formation of the Phantom Thieves organization.
Oh no! Our time for the buffet ran out.
I guess we'll just have to talk more tomorrow.
So our name's set. Our organisation is set. The Phantom Thieves are born.
Another world in which people's distorted cognitions take shape? Stealing treasure to change hearts? And on top of that, a talking cat told you all this.
Well, it's all true, but you can only believe what you will.
Honestly speaking, that all sounds absurd. It's hard to believe that this is even worth listening to. Still, it can't be considered nonsense when parts of it align with Kamoshida's confession. The same goes for the testimonies of the officers who arrested you. But so be it. At any rate, you mentioned something more important. These two other accomplices, besides this talking cat thing that appeared in your story. From what you've been telling me, they're students at the same school, aren't they?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? Don't take me for a fool. Very well, I'll leave it at that. Let's continue on. The questioning's not over anyway. If you are making this up, the cracks in your story will prove it. The next to receive a calling card was this individual, a master of Japanese arts, Ichiryusai Madarame. It's even more incomprehensible than Kamoshida as to why this man was targeted. Where did you come to know him? And how did you learn of his crimes when you weren't a victim of them? Start by telling me what you all schemed.
So we may not have know who this person is, but Sai does. This spent all our money on the buffet. Not quite. We still do have a little bit left, and well, we've now established ourselves as an organisation. Yeah, we gained 6,000 out of that. True, who was the one that actually built that up? I doubt it was any of us. It definitely wasn't a Joker, and Ryuji and Arn seemed surprised by it, so who made it? Approval rating of 6%. Well, considering we're not really that known, that's actually better than I expected. Yeah, we sort of do want to put it up, but let's focus on finding someone that we can actually all agree on. So the Thieves' Den has been unlocked. You can access the Thieves' Den from the menu or the title screen. At the Thieves' Den you'll be able to do various activities, view art, listen to music, play card games, and as the story progresses we gain more from there. Celebratory pick, okay. That's not a bad picture there. Arn stuffing her face with cake and us making a pose, and Morgana just ogling those pancakes. Yeah, she was in her own little world, wasn't she? Definitely made for a very good picture though, the celebration. She might not like it, but it definitely fits the mood. So Thursday evening, we've done our preparation, well, we've done our celebration. It's actually been 16 days since something. 16 days since we put bionutrients in the houseplant.
Hey!
So let's do it again. Every 16 days you can use nutrients or fertilizer on that plant for additional kindness. So we're going to do that as much as possible. And finally, well, we can't leave the actual cafe right now. So what we're going to do is, well, we're going to do something for Sojiro. Looks like Kamishiro is still on the news. We're going to interact with the toilet here.
Hey!
Because it's time to clean up.
Well then.
Cleaning up gains us a little bit of kindness. So let's begin. It also gives us a little bit of points towards Sojiro as a confidant.
Sorry.
Yeah, sure, Morgana.
That should do it for now.
Not much in the way of kindness, just a couple of points. But it's all good.
Hey,
Yeah, looks like Eagle wants a word with us, so.
First off, I'd like to begin by congratulating you.
to think our master would give words of praise.
You better treasure this moment, inmate.
You have encountered allies who share your ideals, and you have found your place in reality. The time has come. Your rehabilitation will soon begin.
You mean it hasn't even started yet? Don't understand.
Just shut up and listen, inmate.
You have a special potential. However, that must be refined into a useful power. It is weak now, but refining it shall grant you the strength to stand against the coming ruin. That is the rehabilitation cast upon you.
And you keep saying about this ruin. What ruin?
There are various means by which you may gain the power to resist the ruin. Fighting shadows and gaining experience is one way. The fusion process I taught you prior is another.
This is all possible because of our master's guidance, inmate.
Though it may be presumptuous of us, we have words of wisdom as well.
When you're out in reality, you better hone your relationships with those you have contracts with.
Spending time with those people will lead to the cultivation of your relationships with them.
If you've got time to waste, you'd better visit your contractors, inmate.
That is another source of power to evade the ruin that our master has mentioned.
Thanks to the contracts you formed, your heart is steadily gaining the power of opposition. It seems the rehabilitation is going well. This is a truly joyous occasion. I shall grant you an ability befitting of your newfound growth. Consider it a gift. May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper. I have high hopes for you.
So our bond with Igor is growing. This is an important level, actually. He's given us some good stuff. This time we get power stock. We can now have up to 8 personas with us at one time. Used to be 6, now we've got 8.
All right.
So, more personas, more power, more choices in battle.
The time has come. Return to your brief moments of rest.
And don't forget to go talk to your contractors, inmate.
Sometimes a person you meet in town can become your confidant. If your goals align, you may be able to form a contract with them. Yeah, we're going to be almost instantly going with that. Anyone that sort of looks different out and about, most times becomes a confidant. Not all of them, it's about 50-50 I would say, but anyone that looks out of place usually becomes an important person in your daily lives. Oh, I don't think we're needing breakfast, but Big Bang Burger on Central Street is holding a contest. The Big Bang Challenge. You eat for 500 yen. Not too bad. However, if you beat that challenge, you gain things. Guts, specifically, but there's a whole lot more to it. We will be doing that at some point.
Like you heard last week, gym class is cancelled today. Instead, I'm supposed to give you some guidance. The gist is, don't go around talking about the incident. That's all. The police are still investigating Mr. Kamoshida, so I can't say anything myself. As a teacher, though, I'm ashamed for not having noticed that a student was suffering like that. I'm not defending him, but as a colleague, he just seemed like, well, a normal person. Honestly, it still doesn't feel real. I guess people can have multiple sides to them.
The teachers have it rough, huh?
Oh yeah, I just remembered something I learned about psychology. They say that humans have several different personalities hidden in their subconscious.
Different personalities?
Oh, to be clear, I'm not talking about multiple personality disorder. These different personalities can be a different gender or a different age from you. I mean, if you think about how gods and monsters and myths were first based on the human image, if you actually saw one of those personalities with your own eyes, it might look like a monster. You all seem more alert than usual. Did I finally talk about something that interests you? Well, I'm just saying what I've heard. It feels like I just now understood what I learned long ago.
So, even though it was a lecture, our knowledge has gone up. Listening intently. Sometimes it works.
It ain't much, but we've been getting more postings on the Phantom Aficionado website. I want to make my friend apologize for not returning the stuff I lent him. Deal with that yourself.
Hey, those girls.
You know that Phantom Thieves rumor about stealing Kamoshida's heart? I wonder if it's true.
It's gotta be made up. Do you seriously believe they exist?
But look what happened to Kamoshida.
He probably just couldn't keep hiding it after that girl tried to kill herself.
Yeah, you might be right. I guess there's no way they really exist.
Most importantly, it seriously sucks that our school is gonna be known for stuff like this.
I wonder if it'll affect our college entrance.
That's probably a normal reaction for now, but they'll see soon enough. If we can take care of 2 or 3 famous guys, people will have to believe we exist.
So about those big shots, we don't have any leads yet, right? Plus, there's that rumor about you two threatening Kamoshida, too.
Looks like you'll just have to live a normal, honest school life for the time being. Still, make sure you stay prepared just in case anything comes up, alright?
I'll keep an eye out for info on any big shots that might be coming around.
And I'll try to dig up some dirt online.
We went and formed the Phantom Thieves group, but we can't even find a target.
There.
I guess sometimes things just don't go the way we want them to.
It's early.
Excuse me. Did you wish to see me, Principal Kobayakawa?
You saw the state Kamoshida-kun was in, didn't you? It's as if his personality has completely changed. Something is definitely wrong here.
I'm not sure I follow.
From what I've heard, it appears as though some students were meddling in his business. If they did something to him, who could they be?
Are you saying that these students may have caused Mr. Kamoshida to change?
That is what I wish to know, even if it takes some probing into student matters. I would like you to look into this for me.
It is true that there are many rumors regarding Mr. Kamoshida, but do you mean all of this talk about those Phantom Thieves?
It is undeniable that Mr. Kamoshida has changed in some way. I'd like to have a grasp of the cause. This shall also ensure that I handle the mass media and police in the correct fashion.
Oh.
I will continue speaking to Mr. Kamoshida myself. Unless you find whomever did this, these irresponsible rumors will likely never die down. Don't you agree? You have been at the top of your class since day one. Your conduct is good, and teachers favor you. I could write you a recommendation for any college of your choosing, Makoto Nijima.
Thank you.
Your lineage must certainly play a part in this excellence. Your sister is still young, yet she holds an admirable position at the public prosecutor's office, no? If something disappointing were to happen here, that wouldn't reflect very well on your sister. Do you understand?
Yes.
How wise. It's no wonder you're our student council president. I'd appreciate if you'd look into this as soon as possible. I ask that you begin at once.
Yes. If you'll excuse me then.
Nijima.
It's me, sir. My apologies for troubling you at such a busy time. Yes, it's about the matter we discussed earlier. I have all bases covered. The investigation will begin immediately. Of course. Yes, I will get results. I should be able to update you soon. Well then, I must be going. Thank you very much for your time.
There's a name we've heard before. Yeah, well, they're still trying to figure out what's going on. To be honest, can't really blame them. This came out of the blue and they really need to find out things. They are the police after all. But we don't need to worry about this. It's not... Even though we were the ones that did it, no one knows that.
Are you listening?
Oh no. That's problematic. Yeah. He's got some practice doing that, because that's twice.
Pay attention.
I think we need to raise a bit more proficiency to dodge it.
Hey, have you seen that Phantom Aficionado website?
Yeah, we've heard of it.
I'm the one who started it.
Wait, what?
You guys are the Phantom Thieves, aren't you?
Personal space, please?
Sorry. Although, if things really are as I think, I should keep it a secret. Kamoshida used me, and I did some horrible things to you guys. This isn't much of a way for me to apologize for it. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
That's great and all, but what makes you think it's us?
I'm glad to hear that.
It's not just Kamoshida. There are tons of evil adults out there.
But I'm sure the Phantom Thieves will do something. They can't let this end after just one target. That's why I wanted to make a forum where people could post their problems. There are probably a lot of people who have high hopes for the Phantom Thieves' next move. So, I've also implemented an anonymous poll on the site. Do you believe in the Phantom Thieves or not? I want to work on this forum so eventually it'll be packed with tons of supportive posts. I'd really like to help out in the Phantom Thieves' acts of justice. Can I, please?
Well, really can't stop you. We don't really have the knowledge, and if we do sort of want to stop, try to stop you, that outs us as the Phantom Thieves. So really, it's all up to you, Mishima.
In that case, I'll just do what I want.
But Mishima's not only in charge of the website, he's a confidant.
Besides the public's reaction to your group, there were others who supported you. Someone who enthusiastically cheered the Phantom Thieves on. Perhaps they were quite close. What do you have to say to that?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the moon persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
So, the moon. Mishima's support allows backup members to earn experience. We don't have any backup members at the moment. We'll be getting them later. We're not settling at these 4 fightable characters.
All right. See you. We heard all that. Jeez. It was a little awkward trying to figure out when to walk over here.
So that forum is Mishima-kun's. Has he figured out our identities?
Even so, I think it'll be fine. You seem to be playing it cool.
I guess we should have a little chat about this later.
I will say, though, a forum where people can post problems may prove unexpectedly useful.
Anyways, we gotta get looking for a new target.
And we need to stay sharp until we manage to find one. Once we do, we'll have to head into another palace. So we should prep our equipment and...
Wait! Oh, crap!
What's with you?
Don't we have an exam coming up?
Judging by that reaction, I'd assume you're going to struggle this time, too.
It's not like you're any better. All you're good at is English.
I'd rather that than be bad at every subject.
Even your Japanese is questionable at best, Ryuji.
What's questionable is whether you're really even a human. Good comeback, huh?
Let's discuss this with our fists.
Bring it.
Will you two stop it?
Okay.
Yeah, exams coming up. Gonna put it, quite simply, that's where our focus is. Various things you can do around the city before your next target. Try listening to rumours, visiting different locations. Perhaps we'll meet someone and, well, do some get some information as well. Deepening bonds between confidants also is a good way of getting results.
Hey.
Looks like we can raise up Tai as well. We're not going to do that today though. We've got someone else I'm going to be raising today. I don't believe we can raise up Ryuji actually. Still. Yeah, can't do Ryuji. Can do Takemi, but the most important one I want to raise up today is that person there, Arn. So she's going to be our focus for today. Do I need to do anything else before that? Yes, actually. It's not much, but yeah, SP recoveries. Okay, now that that's done, I had to make a quick stop off in a couple of places. Basically picked up some SP drinks, and well, I've got 5 different personas. I've just made on Muraki Moon persona for my Moon Confidant, the new one in Mishima, Hierophant for Sojiro, Lovers for Arn, Death for Takemi, and Chariot for Ryuji. Anyways, before we end the part for today, let's talk to Arn. Seems a little depressed. Apparently someone's been following her. But you do need level 2 kindness to actually talk to her, which is why I've been building that particular stat up. Well, we want you to rely on us, because we're relying on you just the same. And she's got something to tell us too. Always try to have a persona of the same arcana when doing these. It actually increases the amount you get. This is this is the problem I had when I did one before with Ryuji. I didn't have a Chariot arcana with me, so I'm actually a little bit behind. So I need to spend a little bit of time with him to raise him up enough to actually raise his confidant level. It's a waste of time, really. So let's hang out with her.
Thanks.
And we're going to the diner. Yeah, the thing that's been on her mind since before Kamoshiro's palace. Not really a surprise, but apparently she just wants to get it off her chest. And there's still a bit of regret there. Yeah. Shiho is a strong person. And I'm sure she'll do fine wherever she goes next.
Hey.
He did say that, didn't he? Yeah, Shiora was, in her own words, volleyball is the only thing she does right, but to get a place on the team you can't exactly be bad at it. So she probably was one of the better players. Kamishiro did have the upper hand, but maybe you were right. Maybe you should have had more ability to believe in your friend. Yeah, we was at a diner at, I believe, the Big Bang Burger place. It helped then. Is it helping now?
Thanks.
Well, we couldn't just ignore you. I said it then, we can't ignore you. It's not changed anything since then. Well...
Hey.
Maybe you don't really want to do it that way, but... if your persona gets stronger, your heart will too. I think it's actually the reverse, that if your heart gets stronger, your persona gets stronger. So, you might be thinking a little bit too much into it. Yeah, you'll try and find it, but we're working on that too, so let's find it together. You'll be surprised because raising you as a confidant is building up our strength, which is building up your strength together, and well, yeah, it's definitely a two-part system. And lovers rank 2, girl talk. If there's a negotiation with a female shadow and it fails, On will step in and we can try again.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Not the kind of heart we're talking about here. Fun hanging out. So, who do you want to be? Really, the answer to that should be you want to be Aunt Takamaki, because that's who you are. Is this about that no refills thing again? Well, we'll be hanging out again at some point.
That's the key to this place. You get to lock up from now on. I can't keep waiting for you to come home. Don't start any fires, okay?
We'll do our best. Wait. We can now leave Yonganyaya?
Hey,
So we can go
hey,
anywhere? That opens up our possibilities a lot, actually. And I've got a place in mind where we're going to go next. So next time, we're going to go and do that. Until then, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.
I should write something.